So, let's go over the Sankyo, okay? Just the basics. So we would be looking in the same direction. Okay, right there. My palm goes on the back of his hand. My fingers will come around the front. You're gonna have to get up and move around. Okay. My fingers will come around and be able to have turning power, pulling power for the twist. Okay. Move yourself so you're comfortable. Don't, if you dip your elbow back, it's gonna hurt. Okay. Then this knuckle of my thumb goes on that part of his thumb bone. This way. Like your bookend, pinky, more dominant than index. You're down on the hand, not at all on the wrist. Down on the hand. If you employ the second hand, it's down on the fingers, and you'll take this pinky finger and curl it behind the other one. So you're here this way. Couple things to never let happen. As you're in the lock proper, never lose the perpendicular angle to the ground. No. No. Never lose the verticality of the elbow when you're in the lock proper. So don't let it dip down. Definitely do not let it dip back. So you use your internal and inertial engines to keep that elbow in that position. Okay? So he tries to go forward. No. You'll have your inertial engine. Try it slowly so you don't hurt yourself. So he can't do it. He tries to drop his elbow. Again, you go, and you'll have your internal engines traveling up the arm to stop that. The lock is like everything we do here. For example, we just did Nikyo, and Nikyo's not in the wrist. So it looks like I'm trying to be in the wrist, but I'm not. I make contact here, it goes up the arm and it touches his center. It's his center move, okay? Do you understand? All right. So, we don't want any play in his wrist. Whenever you do the internal engines, you take out the slack in the wrist all the time, okay? And you can't do that if you attack the wrist. So, no, no, no. Just like Kodogaeshi, no one should be able to stand still and I move this around. This is all incorrect, okay? So, some more. It's a feeling. It's not that I'm cranking him and then eventually I wind up his arm and get his shoulders. Do you see that? There's no crank. There's no crank, right?
Nope.
So, but that's in his center. Do you see? So you're actually losing control, and you're gonna lose kazushi because it's only gonna be in his shoulder. Another point is to put my hands where I told you to put my hand, and to hold as I told you to hold. Your palm will be flat on the back of his hand. So you won't be like this. Do you see that? You won't have space there. And it is that lack of space that is giving you your adhesion. Okay? Just like anywhere you touch, you're going to pay attention that palm is ever so important. Not like this. So same thing here. See? No space. This hand is helping me keep no space. You see? Okay. Boom. 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 Don't over twist it. This moves his body. Okay? All right, so let's get the palm right and let go of trying to hurt someone. Go.
Okay.
So, on her size hand, I can capture the thumb with this, do you see? And it looks like, okay, cool. On his size hand, for me to capture that thumb, I start to lose it. And he's not that tall. You start getting taller people, doesn't work, okay? So I push right there with this knuckle again, okay? Here like this. Sometimes they'll go, oh, he can grab me. Grab me. Okay, because the internal aspect, it has his, so for example, yes, do you see, he's off balance right now. Do you feel that, Tristan? Okay, so I don't know, slowly take a step in a different place. Do you see? So this is what kazushi is that you have his center, okay? And because you have his center, even though we're static, he's actually not mobile because I have his tanden, okay? It's just usually we move the tanden, okay? But it's not because I moved it that I actually took his balance. It's because I had seized the tanden initially, okay? Got it? Okay. So he can't grab my hand and drop his elbow, he can, okay? But to that internal engine, we'll add inertial engines, make it even more difficult for someone to drop the elbow, okay? All right, so I feel like doing suai-waza, so we're gonna do it suai-waza, okay? And we'll just do it from Ikkyo, okay? So I'm gonna come in, and here's where you have that same center seizure with this adhesion here. Okay, so just slowly so you can feel it and they can see it. It looks like we're just standing here and I'm pinning him, okay? But I'm not. I have the center again. So if he tries to move, you'll see it's making him fall. Do you guys see that? Do you get it? Okay. So the kazushi is there. It's important that you use that and not this pin because this, I don't have you. Do you feel like I can pin him, but he can get around it, and I don't have him, okay? I would have to outpower him. So this is on the inside. And you just go one and move it around. And now you're exactly where you were, okay? Now I trade control points from here to here, but it's going up his body, moving his center. And then we have the same katagatame as we always do, just instead of here, I move it here. Same kazushi. Into his center, making him move. In his center. In his center. the final kazushi pattern into the pin is quite unique. And I'll try to explain what I'm doing, but basically it is a reverse spiral of uke. So uke is gonna lower themselves or be lowered kind of backwards from ikkyo. So ikkyo takes them head first, and Sankyo is gonna take them feet first, okay? So I'll try to explain it, but it's gonna do, so first let me see if I can figure out how to do it the other goofy way, okay? So you'll be here, and you see their body in what looks like ikkyo, and so you come to the other side, you see? And then you go head first, and you do that. I'll try it one more time. So, boom, boom. And look at his orientation. Can you guys move, please? Okay, so you're going here, you go one, and then you get out of the way, and you lay him down here, okay? Just like in our ikkyo, we don't actually take that angle. That ikkyo for that angle would be you're going here, easy. You're going straight, get up. Okay, don't let me push that down. Okay, or move with me when I move forward. And I can't take it down, he just keeps moving forward. In our ikkyo, he goes around me, remember? He goes this way. Boom. So likewise, in the incorrect Sankyo, when you come here, and you go this way, and I'm going to try to push this down, don't let me. And you're not going to be able to do it. And he can keep moving with you if he's not strong enough. Just keep moving. It's not going to happen. So, what I do instead is the same kind of spiraling action, but it's backwards. So I start to move him. We're going to slow down, lighten up on tension. I'm moving him backwards. And I'm going to kick his feet out with a kokyu projection into his center. Here. Come back. So we come around. And this goes boom, into his center. It's less pronounced like everything is in Suwariwaza, but in Tachiwaza, he should go flying. Okay? But you can see that that pattern is very different. Okay, between the internal engines and the inertial engines, the external engines don't have to violate Marshall principle. Okay, so as I go here, and I don't want to reach up like this, there's no need. So I'm moving his center. Okay, no need to reach up. It is a redundant control of the arm at the elbow. Okay? So I lower the hand to where I can keep my elbow anchored. Don't reach up.